Hello all, welcome to my channel. The life processes part 2 that consist transportation and excretion. Transportation is a life process which allows useful substances such as oxygen, food, salts, carbon dioxide, nitrogenous waste and other substances to move from one part of the body to the other. Human circulatory system and lymphatic system have interrelationship between system. Human circulatory system consists blood vessels, heart. Blood is red in color, that is fluid connective tissue which helps to transport substances. Blood vessels are the tubes in which food flows, arteries, veins and the capillaries. Heart contain the pumping organs. The composition of the blood, that is plasma, pale yellowish in color, helps in the transportation of digested food, carbon dioxide, waste and the hormones. Red blood cells called erythrocytes help in hemoglobin in RBC, help in oxygen transport. WBC leukocytes produce antibody to kill the pathogen. Platelets or thrombocytes that helps in the clotting of the blood. Then types of the blood vessels: arteries, veins and the capillaries. In arteries, blood flow the direction from away from the heart. In veins, towards the heart. In capillaries, helps in exchange of the substances. In arteries, oxygenated blood flows. In veins, deoxygenated blood flows. And in capillaries, that flows both the blood. And pressure, arteries pressure is high, in veins pressure is low and in capillaries pressure is medium. And the walls of the arteries are thick and elastic, and in veins thin and non-elastic, and in capillaries it is extremely thin. The arteries walls are absent and the veins walls are present and the capillaries walls are absent. The largest artery is aorta and the largest vein is vena cava. The heart. The heart is made up of cardiac muscles as big as fist and located in the chest cavity, help in the pumping of the blood. The auricle and the ventricle. Auricle are the upper chambers. These are thin-walled and receives the blood. Ventricles are the lower chambers. These are thick-walled and helps in the pumping of the blood. The structure of the heart. It is very important diagram for your exam purpose and also for the competitive exams also. And the structure of the heart contain the aorta, left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle, and the left side of the heart deals with the oxygenated blood. Then the circulatory system, very important for your exam. Then the double circulation and single circulation are the two forms. The double circulation, blood enters twice into heart to complete the full cycle. In single circulation, blood enters only once in heart to complete the full cycle. In the vertebrates are the animals with having the backbone. They are species, amphibian, reptiles, aves and the mammals. The fishes are the two-chambered with having a single circulation and they are the cold-blooded. The amphibians have three-chambered heart. In complete double circulation they are cold-blooded, and the reptiles have three-chambered, that is having a incomplete double circulation and they are cold-blooded. And in the aves and mammals they have four-chambered and complete double circulation and they are the warm-blooded. Then the warm-blooded and cold-blooded. Warm-blooded means animals that are able to maintain a nearly constant body temperature, but cold-blooded are the animals that aren't able to maintain a nearly constant body temperature. Then lymphatic system. Lymph is a colorless fluid formed due to the leakage of plasma, WBC and the protein from the blood. In lymphocytes, WBC is present and the RBC absent and having the less protein. Then functions of lymphatic system. Lymph facilitates absorption of fats and fat soluble nutrients, and it removes the excess fluids from body tissues and maintain the balance of fluid between the blood and tissues. It forms the parts of the body and immune system, helps in the defense against the bacteria and other microbes by producing the immune cells like lymphocytes and other antibody cells. Then blood pressure. The pressure which exerted by the blood on the walls of our blood vessel is known as the blood pressure. The systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. In systolic pressure, the pressure of blood inside the artery during ventricular systole, that is contraction, and diastolic pressure means the pressure in artery during ventricular diastole, relaxation. BP measured by sphygmomanometer. Then transportation in plants. The water, minerals, food, oxygen, carbon dioxide, hormones and the waste materials are transported. If the distance between two cells is small, then substances are reached through the diffusion and osmosis. But if the distance becomes large between two cells, because of the change in plant body design, the diffusion and osmosis will not work. A proper system of transportation is therefore essential in such situations, that is vascular system. Vascular system is made up of vascular tissues, that is xylem and phloem. Xylem helps to the transportation of water and minerals, and the phloem helps to the transport of foods. Transport of water and minerals in xylem. Ascent of sap. The upward movement of water and minerals from the root to the upper part of the plant against the gravity via xylem tissue is called the ascent of sap. ATP athwa energy is not required. And xylem is made up of four types of elements: tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and the xylem parenchyma. Tracheids and the vessels are helps in water conducting. Xylem fibers helps in the support and strength, and xylem parenchyma helps to the storage. Transport of substances in xylem occurs only in the upward direction, so it is called as unidirection movement. Then transport of water from root to leaves. Water in the ground goes to the root, then absorbed by root hair cells, then that goes to inner root cells, pulled up by xylem, then it takes upward movement, then to the cells in the leaves, then diffuses through the stomata in leaves. The forces that contributes to ascent of sap are as follows: root pressure and the transpiration or suction pull. In the root pressure that occurs in a night time, and the transpiration which occurs in a daytime. What is transpiration? Transpiration is the loss of water from the surface of plant in form of water vapor. Then functions of the transpiration. Transpiration helps in the absorption and upward movement of water and minerals dissolved in it from roots to the leaves. It also helps in temperature regulation, and transpiration helps to get rid of excess water. Transport of food via phloem. Translocation, that is translocation, the upward and downward movement of food from leaves to other part of the plant to the phloem tissue. Here energy is required. Phloem is made up of four types of element: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Sieve tubes and companion cells helps for the translocation, and phloem parenchyma helps the storage, and phloem fibers helps to the support. And transport of substance in phloem occur in both upward and downward direction, hence it is called as a bidirectional movement. Then difference between the xylem and phloem. Xylem is unidirectional and the phloem is bidirectional. In xylem, it transports water and minerals, but in phloem, it transports food material from the leaves to growing parts of the plant. Xylem consists tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers and the xylem parenchyma. Phloem consists sieve tubes, sieve cells, companion cells, phloem fibers and the phloem parenchyma. Only xylem parenchyma is living here, but in phloem, sieve tubes, sieve cells, companion cells and the phloem parenchyma are living. In tracheids, vessels, xylem fibers are dead tissues in xylem, and phloem fibers are dead tissues in phloem. Then about the excretion. Excretion is the biological process involved in the removal of harmful or metabolic waste from the body is called excretion. Substances to be eliminated from the body. The carbon dioxide, it is eliminated through the lungs, and the water, the extra water is removed from the body in the form of sweat, and the nitrogenous waste, it's excreted out through the kidney, and the excess salts, it's given out through the kidney. Then the nitrogenous waste. Most of the aquatic animals, including many fishes, excreted in the form of ammonia, so they are ammonotelic animals. But the birds, insects, and the reptiles, it releases nitrogenous waste in the form of uric acid, hence they are called the uricotelic animals. And in the mammals and the most of the amphibians, they release nitrogenous waste in the form of urea, hence they are called ureotelic animals. This is important for the competitive exams also. Then it is a structure of human excretory system, that is a kidney. And you know why and how the urine is produced. Urine is produced because it removes the harmful metabolic waste from the blood. It is one of the form. It happens by filtration of blood with the help of the nephrons in our kidney. The nephrons are the structural and functional unit of the kidney, and the nephrons are helps in the filtration of blood. Millions of nephrons in each kidney. Then it is a structure of nephron. And micturition, the process of removal of urine from the body. Then steps of formation of urine. The first step is glomerular filtration, second one is selective reabsorption, then third one is tubular secretion. In glomerular filtration, nitrogenous waste and some amino acid excessive salts from the blood are filtered, and reabsorptionally useful substances like glucose, amino acids, and some salts are reabsorbed. In tubular secretion, urea, extra water, and salts are resecreted into tubule. Then excretion in plants. Carbon dioxide, how it excrete, then the oxygen and water vapor and gum on some resins. Carbon dioxide produced during respiration, then removal during the night through the stomata, and the oxygen produced during the photosynthesis, removal during the day through the stomata, and the water vapor produced in most process released during the both day and night, and gum and resin stored in old xylem cells which produced during the cuts of the bark. Urine is stored in the urinary bladder. The bladder is muscular and it is under nervous control. Thank you all. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for getting more videos.